E.N.D here. A comment that one of you have left me in my previous videos regarding the uncut sheet of foil rare and mythics for War of the Spark. This particular uncut sheet will be given to those that had their mythic box edition order cancelled on eBay. This is a compensation for those that had their order cancelled and refunded, and to my opinion is a nice compensation gift. An uncut foil of rare and mythics of a particular set always has a little bit of value. I will estimate that the current price for this sheet is and would be around $250 and $300, and probably by time this will go up in price. You have also to bear in mind that this sheet there will be around 18 to 20,000 out of them, therefore they are not that rare, especially they are not that rare as much as the mythic box. So when you value an item, you have to keep in consideration the rarity. It is rare, yes, but there are and there will be around 18 to 20,000 of these uncut sheets. What is the video of today? As I said, someone of you have left me a comment and have inspired me about a particular thing regarding this sheet. What happens if someone tries to cut the cards out of this sheet? This sheet is an original Magic the Gathering foil, mythic and rare cards. Even though it is not cut, the cards, they are genuine, they are authentic, and if someone manages to cut the cards precisely, this card could be sold on eBay, TCG Player at the premium price of a foil, and also these cards could be played and they are tournament legal. If you can, as I said, cut them precisely as would be cut in a factory. Now, what happens if someone miscuts these cards? If you use a scissors, let's say you use a scissor to cut the foil sheet, obviously there is a big probability that you will miscut certain cards. Now, a little bit of background story. There is a particular market, and it's quite an interesting market, where collectors, there are specific collectors that do collect miscut cards. Collect cards that have been miscuts, genuinely miscuts from factory. And these collectors, let's have a couple of examples, these collectors deem these cards as more rare than the normal card. If you have a card that have been cut mistakenly by the factory, considering that factories have quite stringent checks on the quality, and therefore cards shouldn't be cut wrongly, should be perfectly cut, these cards, these miscut cards, are considered in this interesting market, are considered quite rare, and therefore they have a premium price. On Facebook, there are certain groups that do collect and sell these type of oddities, and whenever there is an auction of a particular card, literally a common card that has 2 or 3 different sections of another card go at a quite premium price, usually at a $20–30, which if you consider that the common card costs 25 cents, it is quite an expensive card. If you want me to give you another example, there are also certain cards like this one that I have that have a crimped border. You can see that the border is crimped. This is a genuine, authentic factory bribery card. This card was given to me by my brother. At the time, he didn't want the card because he said it was damaged. I kept it to myself, and nowadays this particular card cost around $50 because it has something which makes it rarer than the normal Bribery 8th edition rare card. That something is the crimped edge that happens from the factory as a miscut. As I said, there are various examples of miscut cards. You have two sides of a card. We have examples also of modern cards. Here we have a Guilds of Ravnica Assassin's Trophy that you have. Here you can see is a miscut. We have also an Ether Veil foil miscut. This is to show you that even though old cards and old factories had less stringent on card quality, nowadays still we have these types of miscuts. Now, what's the point of this argument? The argument is this: if you have someone that will miscut cards from his foil mythic and rare sheet, these cards could end up on the market, on this particular market, and therefore will be sold at a higher price. If you cut Liliana Dreadhorde General or Nicole Bolas on any or Karn or Teferi, if you cut these miscutting this card, especially if you have 4 different cards on the same card, this will be simpler to do. You just cut the sheet, you're miscutting it, these cards will end up on the market and be sold at a premium price. So my point is this: if you see foil War of the Spark miscut cards on eBay, on Facebook groups, be aware on what you're bidding. Make sure you're bidding on a factory genuine miscut card and not someone that did it with a scissors. Something to look is the edges. Magic the Gathering cards have a rounded edge. It's very important to look to that. It will be very difficult to replicate that with a scissor. So as I said, be aware if you try to buy one of these cards, as these cards could not be genuine factory miscuts. This could be just someone that got the compensation foil, rare and mythic sheet, and he just used a scissor to cut the cards from it. Leave me a comment below. Do you think that whoever will end up with these miscut sheets will cut them and sell them on internet? And subscribe to my channel for more interesting videos about Magic the Gathering and the collectible world.